They look like floating teddy bears. They crack open shells on their bellies. But behind their innocent smile is a powerful climate barrier. Yes, we are talking about the sea otter, one of the nature's most unexpected climate allies. Today, we'll explore who they are, where they live, their role in the ecosystem, and why scientists say they're saving the coast one meal at a time. Greetings, aspirants. Welcome back to Species in Use by Civic Center IAS. Firstly, let's see what are the sea otters. Sea otters are marine mammals belonging to the vessel family, that is, the Mustelidae. Their scientific name is Ironhydra lutris. They are one of the few mammals that live almost entirely in the ocean. Unlike seals and whales, they do not have blubber. Instead, they rely on their densest fur in the animal kingdom, that is, they have up to 1 million hair strands per square inch. This helps them to stay warm in the cold waters. They are smart, playful, and known for their tool using behavior. These mammals often carry small stones to crack open hard-shelled prey like the sea urchins and clams. Now, let's move on to the next question. That is, what is their habitat? Sea otters are found along the northern Pacific Ocean from Japan to Russia's Kamchatka's peninsula, from Alaska to California. They prefer shallow coastal waters, particularly kelp forests, estuaries, and rocky reefs. These habitats provide shelter and have rich source of prey. In India, we don't have sea otters, but we have smooth-coated otters in freshwater ecosystems. Yet, understanding sea otters helps us appreciate marine biodiversity and ecosystem dynamics globally. Now comes the most UPSC relevant question. What is their conservation status? According to the IUCN Red List, the sea otter is classified as endangered species. In the 18th and 19th centuries, they were hunted extensively for their luxurious fur. Their global population fell from estimated of 3 lakhs to just 1,000 by the early 1900s. Thanks to conservation efforts, their numbers have slowly recovered, but they're still highly vulnerable to oil spills, fishing net entanglements, disease, and habitat loss. And for mains, we need to understand their eating habits and their role in the ecosystem. That is the fascinating part. Sea otters have an enormous appetite. That means they eat around 20 to 30% of their body weight every single day. Why? Because they do not have blubber. They burn calories fast just to stay warm. But their diet isn't just about survival. It shapes the entire marine ecosystem. Sea otters primarily feed on sea urchins, which are spiny invertebrates that graze on kelp. When otters are present, they keep urchin population in check. This allows kelp forests to thrive in the oceans. Now, what are these kelp forests that I'm talking about? Kelp forests are underwater giants, grasses. They grow fast and provide habitats for countless marine species, and most importantly, they absorb huge amounts of carbon dioxide, helping us fight the climate change. Sea urchins, in the absence of predators, can explode in number and devastate kelp beds. In fact, in areas where these sea otters are wiped out, scientists have observed urchin barrens, that is, where entire kelp forests have vanished. So sea otters aren't just eating, they're restoring balance in the ecosystem. That's why they're called as keystone species, a species that has an outsized effect on its ecosystem. And then let's discuss what are the conservation efforts that are there. Despite their ecological importance, sea otters continue to face major threats like the oil spills, like in Exxon Valdez disaster in 1989, and also they kill them by matting for their fur and causing hypothermia. Fishing nets and traps often lead to accidental drowning. Pollution, boat traffic, and disease outbreaks like the toxoplasmosis from the cat waste in water also pose dangers to them. To protect them, several efforts have been taken. Legal protection under the US Marine Mammal Protection Act and Endangered Species Act reintroduction programs in British Columbia, Washington, and California, marine protected areas and community based monitoring in Alaska, captive care, and rehabilitation centers like the Monterey Bay Aquarium help stranded and orphaned pups learn survival skills. But even now, their populations are not uniformly stable, and long term protection of their habitat, especially the kelp ecosystems, is essential. So, what is the UPSC relevance for this species? For UPSC aspirants, the story teaches several key concepts like ecosystem services, how a species can help in carbon sequestration. It also talks about invasive species control, sea otters indirectly managing the alien Arkin populations. It also talks about the conservation laws and marine biodiversity, the concept of keystone species and trophic cascades. Sea otters remind us that even smallest, fluffiest creatures can have biggest impact on climate and ecology. What do you think? Should sea otters be called as climate warriors? Drop comments if this changed the way you see marine life. And if you are preparing for UPSC or just love nature stories, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this video. Jai Hind.